You just heard from Michael Morell, a former deputy director at the CIA and a CBS News senior security contributor. He joins us now on set. Michael, you were blunt today saying our strategy against ISIS is not working. Correct. If you're not ready to prescribe what exactly might work, what do you think at least needs to be reconsidered?
Yeah, so Jeff, it's not that I'm not ready to prescribe. I don't know what to prescribe, but I do think we need to reconsider some things. I think the first thing we need to reconsider is our views on President Assad, right? Our policy has been he has to go. That stability in Syria is not possible as long as he's at the helm. But he is certainly part of the problem, but he may be part of the solution here, the way the Russians and the Iranians think about it. That's number one. Number two, we might need to think about taking more risks on the battlefield, not necessarily putting Americans in combat, but putting them in forward positions, supporting others in combat, calling in airstrikes, for example. So different things we should be looking at.
Under a potential scenario of the U.S. working with the Syrian army, that is a dramatic and serious change in strategy.
Yes, it would be. It's been discussed before. We've always ended up with no, our policy is that he needs to go and then we'll work with a new government. But what's happened in the last 2 weeks, the bringing down of the airliner, the directed attack in Paris, unprecedented. It's time to think about a new approach.
Okay, so outside Iraq and Syria then, why is ISIS so interested in launching attacks in the West at this point?
Two reasons. The first is they want to go after countries who are part of the coalition attacking them in Iraq and Syria. They're trying to change the political dialogue in those countries. They're having just the opposite effect, as we've seen today, the French attacking ISIS positions in Syria. The second is they want groups, extremist groups in other countries, to follow them, take on their mantle, take on their objective, which is to form a global caliphate.
This is not less focused on the caliphate. In fact, these attacks outside reflects more.
Exactly. Global caliphate.
Michael, thank you very much.
You're welcome.